We have a lot to talk about today. So, if you guys do not know, I'm going to do a new series on college basketball recap of the week. So, every week I'm going to make a video on the recap of the whole week because this is literally the craziest college basketball season in NCAA history. It's ridiculous how many preseason, like look at Michigan State, preseason number 1. Right now they're a 15 seed. But then you look at Ohio State, they were a 1 seed, now they're a 21 seed. Then you look at Gonzaga and Baylor, those two are like the only strong number 1 and 2s that have stayed there for longer than 2 weeks. But anyway, today we're going to talk about the recap of this week, all the upsets, all the craziness, all the previews of what March Madness will look like. And we're going to come up with Michigan State. They came off a loss to Purdue. They lost by 29, 71-49. But then last night they beat the Wisconsin Badgers by 12. And that was a must-win for Michigan State University basketball team. And while they won that, Cassius Winston broke the all-time assist record in Big Ten Conference and in Michigan State history.
Be remiss if I didn't mention Ethan Happ either.
Inside, nice move by Tillman. The kick. Henry. Long rebound, Winston, outlet pass. Gabe Brown tracks it down on the baseline, colliding. Reavers, another good look. Nate Reavers at 5 at halftime. He's got 16 now. Cassius Winston dumps it down. And 1.
Rocket, best athlete on the team.
That's right, Rocket Watts.
Kobe King a little bit different from three-point range than he is from 2, and I think Michigan State recognized that there.
Watts feeling it. Woo! Rocket Watts with a step-back James Harden type 3. Brown with another rebound for the Spartans. Watts. Oh my goodness, he's feeling it now. Rocket Watts with 11. King down the lane. Reverse layup, no. Well defended by the Spartans. They kick it out. Lawyer. The lob! Woo! Whoa! This leader in Big Ten history.
If you don't know what the Big Ten is, it's a conference. It's where Illinois, University, Michigan State, Michigan, all those like Northwest teams, they're in that division. And I mean, look at all these upsets of the year. I mean, even of the year, there's been so many. But just this week, Clemson beats Duke.
Sims spinning and hitting. And to start this week with 25 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. Goldwire knocks. Clemson gets it over. Newman. Oh, why not? White can't hit. Carey. Soft touch. Baseline, Newman. Why not? And that'll do it. Clemson takes down
Duke. And as you guys can see, you're seeing the highlights of the clutch 3, clutch and 1, and it's just a crazy week this week. And South Carolina beat to Kentucky by a buzzer beater 3. And right here you can see Kentucky's guard Quigley take a jumper, and then all of a sudden they pass it in, and then just watch. He banks the shot. South Carolina, second upset. And then we have a crazy one. Alabama beat Auburn this week by almost 20 points. And Auburn was undefeated till now, but they face not good teams. And then they finally face Alabama's not even that good at basketball. They're a football team. But they still lost by 19. And then Oregon, who was on fire, beat Michigan. and I think they beat Wisconsin and Nebraska. They were going on a win streak in the Big Ten. And then they lost to Washington State by 11. And then number 5 Butler lost to Seton Hall. But Seton Hall was an 18 seed, but I mean still I don't know if you'd consider that an upset. That's like saying in March Madness a 10 beating a 2 basically. Kind of, if you think about it that way. But anyway, those are the main upsets this week. But there's been other teams that are in like the top. Like they're from the 11th spot down to the 20th spot. I mean, there's an upset. Purdue beat Michigan State by 29. Nobody saw that coming. Michigan State just had a crappy game. And then they bounced back and came and beat Wisconsin. And what the future, I'm going to talk about what the future looks like for some of these teams. So I think some teams that will win the tournament this year are going to be Michigan State has a shot. Duke and Gonzaga, I know you guys might be like, one in the world card. No, they're not. They're not going to win the tournament. I don't think they're going to win. Just because of all the upsets this year, I feel like they're going to just get, I don't know. I think that Michigan State will win. I think Baylor might win. And I think Oregon still has a shot to win it. I mean, they got Pritchard on their team, who's probably going to win the Wooden Award. And there's really no 5-star or perfect team in the NCAA right now. They're all just a bunch of 4-star teams and other teams that are coming up and beating these teams. And that's why all these rankings are changing. So, but anyway, it's going to be a really crazy March Madness this year. I don't even know what to expect. And the Wooden Award winner, if you saw Obi Toppin, they think ESPN analysts are thinking he might win it. Cassius Winston could win it. And if you don't know who Obi Toppin is, he's going to be a future lottery pick, which means he's going to be a top 15 pick in the NBA, and he's from the Dayton Flyers. And Cassius Winston from Michigan State has a chance to win the Wooden Award, and Vernon Carey Jr. from the Duke Blue Devils has a chance. And some losses that happened late last night. Iowa beat Michigan, so this just shows it incomplete. Michigan was another number 1 seed in the season. Iowa beat them by 9 points. And then Dayton, as you guys can see, they just pulled off a buzzer beater off St. Louis in overtime. So, all I can say is, good luck watching the rest of the season. Peace out.